to end your stream or whatever, I'll start mine.
Yeah.
After the end of the race.
You have the stream key?
Are you in? Are you in, guys?
I cannot get in. He invited me like 5 times.
You are getting the invitation.
Okay, right, we're back in then, in that case. Welcome back. We have got the finish of the race here, last lap for you at the end. So, sorry about that, some technical difficulties there. Hammer's PC died, we've had to switch to my stream. And yeah, while we were away with technical difficulties, Max did get the move done on Ace Boy and created a sizable gap after the fact as well. So Ace Boy did pick up a penalty as well. So it looks like Max is on for a great win here this evening. So
yeah, definitely.
Congratulations to him, and apologies to you all for the stream issues and what's going on now. We'll just mess around with things, but a great. Looks like it's going to be a great podium for Zyken as well, who's managed to make the. I think I'm pretty sure he did a 2-stop, so he made a 2-stop work to get P3.
Yeah, and he might even get P2 because I think Ace Boy is on a penalty. I'm watching the stream now because I can't get another game for some reason.
Yep, so 3-second penalty, but he's just half a second outside of 3 seconds at the moment, so he might not get the P2. But never know, come the end. But there's your penalty situation. So 3 guys in the bottom half with 3 seconds, not going to get anything out of that. But like Eversnacks will hold on to his P10 by the skin of his teeth, by virtue of the fact that Shaka has a penalty, although there is a big gap between them anyway. But Max, through the final corner now, is going to finish the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the season with a win. Congratulations, Max. I think that's his first or maybe his second win. Ace Boy secures second place, and Zyken comes home third to finish off the podium. T-Easy does very well to come home in fourth after the 2-stop, I think it was, because he went soft, hard, soft. And Danny does very well. I don't think he disconnected this week, which is a bonus.
Yeah, that's
sure. And
definitely a bonus.
Great recovery from Froxy as well to get up to P8 in the end. He gets taken over by Ocean Chief in the end for
Ocean P7.
Yeah, yeah. The Racing Point boys, 6 and 7, do very well for themselves by keeping it clean. Nico, that drive-through really cost him in the end. Goes down to P9, but maybe he could have been on for a top 5 finish there.
Yeah. If
he didn't get the drive-through, unfortunate, very unfortunate, because he did lose 6 positions through that on track. So if you up him by 6 positions, he maybe lost out on a podium. It's unfortunate. Chanel, he hangs on to his points in P10, and that rounds out our Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the season. So congratulations to Ace Boy once more for winning the championship. And let's see if we can figure out what happened here as well with the constructors. Now I won't have the constructors
I can look in
available to me because I didn't download the correct ones for this, not thinking I was going to stream. But if you can have a look at those from the beginning of the original stream, let's see if we can figure out who got P3, because I think Haas got 1 point. Maybe McLaren have got it here because they got P3 and 4. But Racing Point,
yeah, Haas was only 10th. Ferrari won the race.
Sorry to interrupt. I have big request. Spectate boosted miss.
Okay.
Thank you.
Funny. Or
donuts in the
kebab. Ah, right. Yeah.
in the final corner from Boosted Mess to round out the season. Not brilliant stuff. Pirelli are going to be very unhappy with the state of those tyres. Yeah, let's see if we can figure out who's come where in the constructors. 'Cause obviously, Ace Boys won the championship.
McLaren.
T's will come in easy second, and Danny an easy third, I think.
I think McLaren have it because they finished third and fourth.
Yeah, I think they will do. Yeah. But,
yeah, and Red Bull, they looked so good in the early stage of the race, being third and
till
fourth
the
there,
DNF.
but they, yeah.
really
Oh,
cost
well.
them. But yeah, that wraps up our Tier 4 season. We've got Tier 3 tomorrow. Driver of the day goes to Ocean Chief. Let's talk about driver of the day, because we haven't really at this stage, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, Max did a pretty amazing drive as well, especially in the closing stages. I'm so sad, like the stream died with me singing, so that's probably a sign I shouldn't sing ever.
Yeah, it does. We'll have to stop that. Yeah, certainly.
And but he did get the win in the end.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go with Max for the driver of the day. He's done extremely well. He had pace throughout, and he chose the right strategy essentially. Other than the drivers around him who didn't, so I think that deserves something. He went for the 2-stopper. Ace Boy did the 1 and lost essentially. But yeah, it seems the 2-stopper did more people favours. So 3-stopper's not very good. Nico did the 1-stopper. Didn't work out very well for him, but obviously the drive-through cost him quite a bit. But Ocean Chief P13 to P7, big jump.
Yeah.
Henke P9 to P6, pretty good. Danny did well.
Good drives, yeah.
Shaka and Floor, the biggest gainers really, P18. But
yeah, but there's also some DNFs. So.
I'll go with Max on this one for this particular drive of the day, I would say. Ocean Chief's an honourable mention, but he did extremely well in the race, but he did get the damage early on in that compromise, and maybe he could have got real drive of the day if he didn't get that damage lap 1, and could have done a lot better. But
I wonder, is this also his first win, or am I mistaken?
I think
I'm probably
might be.
mistaken.
I think it might be his first win. But he's been pacey at other races in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me if he had won one in the past as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, let's go to...
Yeah, let's see if we've got someone in. Oh, we got a lot of people in. We got almost everybody in.
Yeah, so everyone wants to be here for the final. So we'll bring in Chief and talk to him about his race and how that went, and start from there. So, Chief, you're first in for the interviews, final race of the season, and talk us through your race. I mean, that didn't go to plan at the start, but you recovered well, and your strategy. What happened to your strategy essentially? Because we were really scratching our heads around that one at times.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't like this track at all. Well, I do like it. I like it, but it doesn't like me. I think like I'll do a really fast lap, which I think is a fast lap, and then it'll cross the line, and then I'm like, oh, 2 seconds off the pace. So this one I was just like happy to get points at all. Yeah, I don't know about strategy. I kind of just was going with what Terror was saying, and I think he thought, you know, the best strategy is just to be on the best kind of tires at each stage of the race. So yeah, we went to, what was it? I was on softs originally. I was on mediums. I had front wing damage in that first lap, so I had to pit, had to change tires. So I went to softs. I went back on to the used mediums, and then I went on to softs at the end. And I don't know, like I don't know. Maybe we can bring Terror in. He can explain. It felt good. Like the car felt alright, and I think that was really the aim, was just to be on a good tire all the time.
Well, it's worked out in the end. P7's not too bad from P13 on the grid. Well, we're touting you for driver of the day. Game obviously gave it to you, which is always a consolation for you. But we've decided to give it to Max in the end, because obviously he's won the race with strategy from the end. Kind of thing. But your teammate, Chanel Henke, he's coming in near the end of the season, kind of thing. And you guys have kind of made these racing points each your own. And both guys have very, very similar pace, kind of thing. Are you guys talking to each other and working together?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. The fact that he's older than me, believe it or not. Yeah, we're quite old. I think our combined age is let's see, 92, I think. Which
See,
is,
we didn't mention you told us not to make fun of you for your age anymore, so we didn't mention your age once all stream, and then you come along and mention your age straight away. Come on.
Well, see,
Come on.
whenever I talk about it, it's like I like to think it's like wisdom and all this, but really it's not. It's just
It's definitely
yeah,
dementia. It's definitely
I was
dementia.
barely holding on. Honestly, like we were just talking there, and I was like, I think I have early onset dementia. I really do. Like some of my driving decisions are very questionable at best.
Oh, well, we've all been there, I'm sure. Racing terms, I'm not a young man anymore, definitely. But we'll leave you there because we've got like everybody and their dog waiting for an interview at the moment. So we'll let you go and crack on.
Just before, yeah, I just want to say about Chanel Hangame. Like, I mean, it's great that we're in the same team and we're kind of the same level. I think he is slightly better than me, and it just hasn't shown for the season. I think he's had a few moments of bad luck. Like even in this race, coming out of turn 1, I went wide to the right, had to join the track again, and as I joined the track, I tried to do it as gradually as possible rather than just yeet it onto the track. And then I looked in my rearview mirror and I just clipped his front wing. And he went off, and he's such a nice guy. He was just like, "Don't worry about it, bro," And he actually finished ahead of me, so fair play to him.
Yeah, it would go well done to him. Yeah, after an incident to come back and get ahead of you. Yeah, definitely.
And sorry, one last. I know you got a queue of people in there. One last thing, I want out a racing point. Like I don't care where what do you call them, Force India or whatever they're called. I hate that car. See in cockpit view, you have this giant bit of the aerial just like blocking the racing line, and I literally have to like move to the left and go right. Who's there? Where's my braking point? And then move back onto the racing line. It's absolutely atrocious.
Yeah,
so,
I've been doing a bit of practice on AC for an F1 league that we're going to do on AC. Me and the Hammer, and you can't even make it invisible. The halo, you can't make it invisible at all.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just there, and it really annoys me. Really annoying.
Yeah,
in real life,
it's tricky.
In real life, you can't see it because you've got two eyes and you've got like it. You just see past it, kind of thing. But in the game, you obviously it's a 2D image, so you see it flat, square, bang, center in the middle. It really gets
I wish it was like an option to make it transparent, because you make it a halo column, you can make it transparent, but you can't make the actual aerial. And different cars are have different kind of aerials, but for some reason
the red
this one's like
me.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But the Force India one is the worst out of the lot. Trust me, it's so bad. Yeah, like there could be a car in front of you just ahead, and you wouldn't see it.
It wouldn't be an Ocean Chief interview if you didn't get all your racing excuses in, even if you'd done well. So yeah, all of these excuses come flowing out after the race, regardless of how well you've done. If you'd won, you'd still be complaining about the area.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Anyway, we've got to get Max in next because he's won the race. He's got the driver of the day. But yeah, thanks for your interview, Chief, and we'll move on. Congratulations.
Yeah, cheers, guys, and
a good season.
Thanks very much to you guys for doing commentary throughout the season as well. We're on the last race, so yeah, we're gonna have an emotional moment here, where I'm like, thank you everybody, but yeah, honestly, this league is not me. It's all these guys like Kebab and Hammer, like chipping in all behind the scenes. It's all like a group effort, you know what I mean? Yeah. So thanks guys.
It's mainly you. You spank us when we get out of line. So yeah,
definitely.
Thanks so much.
And you didn't see what happened. Like my PC decided to die like 4 laps before the end, and then we had to restart. And Kebab streamed like the last lap. It was a bit of a mess today.
Panic.
Oh, that must be whenever I passed like 10 people and
we missed all of that. We saw nothing of that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, man. Oh no.
Them's the breaks.
Sorry, dude.
Them's the breaks. Anyway, thank you very much,
well.
Chief. We'll catch you around in Discord and for next season, of course. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take
all
care.
Best. Bye bye.
So let's bring in Max next. So Max, congratulations on that. I think we might be wrong in saying it, but you may have won before. But is that your first win in SLR?
Yes, it's my first win. Thank you.
Congratulations, and you did it in style as well. We're giving you driver of the day as well. You've got the strategy spot on there with the 2-stop, and your tyres were just much quicker than Ace Boys at the end. But it was an interesting battle, even if I was the only person to see it, because we missed it all on stream. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties, but I did see that battle with you and Ace Boy. It was very entertaining. Talk us through it. What your thoughts were at that stage in the race.
At the end,
yeah. Not much was happening really for the rest of the time. But yeah.
I will say the race in every. I mean, I will say the full race. It was a very good moment to pit at the safety car because that softs were very bad in this track. I experienced in 2SLR that the softs are really bad, like sliding after 5 laps, and just couldn't keep the car in the track. But with these mediums, it's very bad. Well, I mean, very good. Sorry. And it can have a few laps, and the end, those hard tires maybe were very old, and Ace Boy, I don't know when he pitted, but
they were quite old, yeah. So yeah, you had definitely the life advantage on the mediums, and obviously the tire advantage of the mediums over the hards as well, because he just went for the 1 stop. But the 2 stop that you went for seemed to have won you the race. Did you decided well before the race that you were going to go for a 2 stop, or as soon as you saw the safety car you thought 2 stop now?
I just decided when I saw the safety car. Fedorova told me that this strategy is very good, the soft medium medium, or soft medium if I can do it. But if he didn't tell me, then maybe I just put on hards and try to do with 1 stop.
Well, the hards didn't seem to work out for very many other drivers on the track at the moment. We were saying at the beginning of the race that the hards were pretty horrible around here, and yeah, I haven't tried them myself, but others have, and they're very slippy, slidey, the hards, even when they're warmed up. So pretty slow altogether. So you've gone for the right one with the medium, worked very well. So any other tiers watching, take note. If there is an early safety car, pit for mediums very quickly. But how does it feel to get your first win? You've come close a couple of times, and you've had a few races where maybe you could have got the 1 win and a penalty cost you, but you've done very well to keep it clean on track today. How does it feel, last race of the season, to get your first win?
It felt very good to finally get that first win, and in Abu Dhabi. I didn't think that I can get it because I am not really good at this track, but I didn't really practice so much compared to Australia or Bahrain. I practiced a lot there, but it was a strong competition in Bahrain or Australia, but there it was a little bit easier because maybe there was problems for everyone with this slippery track.
Yeah.
Especially in the exit of the corner, it was very slidey. I mean, the car was sliding like I don't know if we were in battle.
Right. Well, we'll let you go anyway. I'm sure you've got better things to do, more practice to do for other leagues and things like that. If you've got any more coming up, but congratulations once more on your win, and we'll let you get on with the rest of the evening. Thank you very much for the interview.
No problem. Hello.
Take care.
Take care.
So, another interview. Let's see who we've got here. So, we'll bring Danny in and talk to him about his recent connections. He seems to have solved those. So, Danny, P5 in the end. Pretty decent showing. Gained a few positions from your qualifying. And for the first time in however many weeks, you haven't disconnected. That's the biggest thing you can take from this race.
Yeah. I was even saying it to the lads. I was like, haven't disconnected yet. Not going to try and jinx it. Didn't happen, thankfully. So yeah, probably it's good to end the season on a high note with a P5 finish. I can secure a P3 in the Drivers' Championship. I was kind of hoping Nico would get a lower points finish than me, and I think he got like P8 or P9.
P9 in the end, yeah. So yeah, you got to drive through that really ruined his race. Otherwise, he might have beaten you on track. To be fair, but that drive through really put a spanner in his works. So. But yeah, I mean, props you also, spinning out of after the safety car restart. That obviously would have given you an extra position as well. So, but that always something that happens in races anyway. You kind of got to take those in hand. People make mistakes, and you've got to take advantage. And you've done that today. You've had a nice, clean, fairly. Nothing happened really for your race. Really, did you feel as though you were on your own a lot? Did you have any battles? Because we didn't really catch any for you on the stream.
No. I was basically on my own. At one point, I had someone close behind me. I think it was Snella, but I then eventually got away from him, and then was just by myself for the rest of the race.
And what strategy did you opt for in the end? Because I can't see at the moment. But you've gone for a 2-stop. But which tyres did you go for?
I went soft, medium, medium.
So
Decided to stay out during the first safety car on softs, and it kind of helped that I had fresher mediums towards the end.
yeah, certainly would have. Yeah, but Max pitted under those conditions, kind of thing, and he's obviously won the race. So I'm wondering maybe there was a bit of a mistake there, and you could have maybe stretched the mediums to the very end anyway, and still been on good pace. But you'll never know now. You'll never know. That's one of the things about those strategy calls that you make. But you've done well out of the guys who stayed out on those softs, kind of thing. You did well in the end. So you've got to be pleased with that overall result, fifth.
Hello.
Still there, Danny?
I'm still
Yeah.
here. I didn't even realize it was a question.
Oh yeah, I did mean that as a question. Yeah, sorry, maybe I didn't phrase it as one. But yeah, just kind of I was just going to wrap it up there essentially. Anyway, just trying to say you've got to most be pleased with the P5 finish, and looking forward to next season. Next season, do you think you'll be looking to go up a tier, or are you happy with tier 4?
Happy enough with tier 4. It's around my pace. Tier 3 probably come in the bottom 5 every race, so might stay in tier 4.
You need to have a bit of faith, because I mean I made the jump to tier 3, and I am very much in the bottom 5 every race. But every now and again you do get a good one, and I'm fairly confident for Abu Dhabi tomorrow, because you just never know. Every now and again you get a race where you can't compete, and it feels better for some reason competing against faster guys. But yeah, we'll see what happens next season with the switcheroos and all the leagues and things. Obviously people will be moved, but some people might be moved whether they like it or not. But yeah, congratulations on a great season. P3 in the championships, a great showing for the championship, I have to say. And yeah, best luck at next season as well. Hopefully you can emulate it, get lots more podiums.
Hopefully. Looking forward to it.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, Danny. Take care.
Me as well. Take care.
Thank you.
So we'll bring one more person. We'll bring Schnellhange in for an interview, because we barely interview this guy.
All the brands and all the types.
Sorry, Schnell. We've yeeted you into the commentary booth for an interview here, Schnell. Sorry to interrupt your conversation there. But,
Okay.
yeah, here now. Great race there in the end. P9 to P6. Solid race. You had a bit of an incident with Chief, he says.
Yeah.
We didn't catch
Well,
it,
yeah.
but you made him pay on track by beating him.
Yeah. Well, it immediately went wrong on track, because when I was pushing my throttle, it seemed that I was still in my neutral, and everybody was passing me, and I thought like, oh my god. So yeah, then we had the first corner. It went okay. Well, everybody was really careful for each other, and then in the end of the next turn, there it happened. Well, I had to brake, and I was in a way expecting also that I would touch some people, but yeah, it's not a problem, because at the end everything went good again.
Yeah, everything came good in the end.
Yeah.
And you went for the 2-stop strategy. Talk us about how you're thinking on that, and when you pitted and why.
Well, yeah, I thought when there was the first safety car, I thought like, yeah, I need to stay out, because I already lost so much, and I just need to use these tires as much as I can, and just go on. And after that, I'm going to the medium, and yeah, just to drive really careful at the end of when the softs would come to an end. And well, I was really happy that I was on the mediums when I switched over to the mediums. I also thought at that time I had the fastest lap suddenly, and well, that was really okay, that tire, but also suddenly the grip fell off, and yeah, I had to pit again, and yeah, trying to keep more track of my tires to manage them better in the beginning, but it's really
I can't remember.
It's
Did
really
you go
hard.
for the softs for the last stint there, or did you go for the medium
Uh,
again?
No, for the medium again.
Medium
yeah.
again, yeah. So I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody around you went for the softs. I think it might have been Chief, yeah.
Yeah, Chief.
and
Yeah.
it just seems as though the softs just don't know. The softs and the hards are no good. If you could do a medium, medium, they would
Yeah.
do that, but you can't obviously. So, but it seems like the softs
Yeah.
and the hards are just no good around this track.
No, they're really. It goes really fast.
But
Suddenly they're down.
it's a great finish. I think this isn't. Does this equal your best finish in SLR? I'm not sure. Was it finished P5 before? I'm sure. P4.
Last week in Brazil it was 4.
Four,
Number 4,
so
yeah.
yeah.
P4.
Yeah, you're making a name for yourself, a regular in the top 6, 7 kind of thing at the moment. So you seem to be getting points on a regular basis in this tier. How have you enjoyed
Yeah.
the season so far? And next season, do you think you're going to compete for the championship maybe?
Well, I hope so. I just need to practice a lot and stay away of those penalties. And I was glad I managed again to have no penalties. That was also the same story like last week, and I really was concentrated on that. Like I don't want any penalties at all because like it can be a surprise at the end. Well, this time I couldn't reach Danny. He was really too fast. He had a 3-second time penalty, and he was 5 seconds in front of me. And I was really pushing so hard, and at the end of the lap, I saw like, oh fuck, he's almost 6 seconds in front of me.
Danny
So,
is quick,
I
yeah.
felt
I've had
like
plenty of battles. He's one of those guys who's around my pace on track kind of thing. So I have plenty of battles with him and meet him on track kind of thing. And catching him is always proven to be very difficult. But
Yeah.
I've been trying very hard this last week to forget Brazil in its entirety because of what happened to me last week in Brazil. But it keeps getting brought up every time. But you've had a great finale to the season in the last few races that you've been with us here in Tier 4, Sean, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next season in our league. But congratulations on another great race. You've had a good one here.
Thanks. Thank you.
You take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So
Bye-bye.
I'm pretty tired. Things haven't gone
Yeah.
all the plan, so we're going to leave Boosters Mess and TZ's interviews for another day. But need to get something to eat. But
Me as well.
once more, apologies for the mess up on the stream. We'll certainly look into the causes and fix it for the next time. But for now, it's the end of Tier 4 for this Season 4. So we'll be back again tomorrow for Tier 3 finale. And for the rest of the week, obviously, we've got Tier 2 and Tier 1 coming up as well as 2 SRL and others coming up. But for now, it's goodbye from me, goodbye from Hammer.
Yeah. Bye.